Hi everyone, I'm so glad you came back. We're still looking at the many different animals that call the ocean their home. And today we're going to have a very special kind of book where we have to look at a little part of something and try and guess, what is that? And then after we guess, we'll turn the page and see if we're right. And in doing that, we're going to learn about some things at the seashore that we might not know about. And then we're also going to look at a picture of an octopus, because our craft today is going to be an octopus. And they're very amazing animals in their own right. So this is called Look Once, Look Again at the Seashore. And this is by David M. Schwartz. Look once. Is it a forest of twigs or a nest of needles? Or is it a creature too spiny to hold? This is a creature? What could it be? Do you have any idea? This is a tough one. Let's see what it is. It's a sea urchin. Sea urchins are covered with sharp spines. They move their spines back and forth to walk along the rocky shore. The sharp spines protect the sea urchins from hungry predators. In some sea urchins, the spines have poisonous tips. If you were a predator, would you eat a spiny sea urchin? If you were hungry and you were looking for something to eat, would you try to eat one of these things? Not me. Okay, so here we have look once. This, they're giving you a hint. This beak opens to squawk and scream and screech and squeal. It closes to pull and peck and pry and pick up food. Whose beak is it? Okay, anyone who's been to the ocean has seen these guys. Anyone who's been near the water has seen these guys. Can you guess? A seagull. Yes, it belongs to a herring gull. And gulls eat fish, mice, rats, clams, grasshoppers, and eggs. They even eat cookies, sandwiches, garbage, and any other food they can find. Gulls are always looking for food. When you go to the beach, keep an eye on your lunch. And I'll even tell you a story. When I went to the ocean once a long time ago with my sister and her children and my daughter, my niece was about 3 years old, and she was eating her sandwich, and she went like this to look at something, and a seagull came out of the sky and grabbed her sandwich and flew off with it. Sarah didn't have her sandwich anymore. The seagull did. Okay, now here we go. We're looking once. This one, I don't know, this is a hard one. Do these look like feathers? They are the feet of a seashore creature that never moves. But if it never moves, why does it have feet? Let's see what this is. Barnacles. Barnacles eat with their feet. Oh, I don't think I could do that. Seawater is like soup for barnacles. The barnacle has 6 pairs of feet that sweep through the water, raking tiny bits of food into its body. Their hard white bodies cover rocks, docks, piers, buoys, and boat bottoms. And there they are. I have some seashells that have barnacles on them. Oh, okay. Anyone on the Eastern Shore should catch this one. Look once. If your toe got caught here, you would be very crabby. That was an easy one, isn't it? Yeah, we know what this is. Oh, it's a crab. It's the claw of the crab. Crabs have 10 legs. 2 are claws. With the claws, they snatch seaweed and worms, snails, and clams. Their food can be alive or dead. Crabs are not fussy eaters. Look at this strange looking thing. Okay, look once. You have only 2 feet. This animal has hundreds of feet. Your feet are on your legs. This animal's feet are on its arms. What? Oh, that's so silly. What is this strange thing? And it says, look again. It is a sea star, and some of us call them starfish. The bottom of each arm is covered with little suction cups, and the suction cups are called tube feet. The sea star grips rocks with its tube feet so it can pull itself along. It also grips clams with its tube feet, and it pulls the clam shells apart, and then enjoys a clammy feast. Look at this thing. Look once. These are filled with air, like balloons, and they work like balloons too. They are part of a weed that grows in the sea. I think they're giving us hints again. Look again. They are the air bladders of a seaweed. This seaweed is called rockweed. At high tide, it is covered with water, and the water blocks some of the sunlight that the rockweed needs. But its air bladders lift the rockweed up to the surface, and now it gets lots of light. How about this one? Look once. If you think that this is an animal's eye, you are not right. Sometimes if you walk along the ocean, especially after a storm, you'll see some of this that has been washed up. And look again. It's a piece of driftwood at the ocean, and they're called driftwood. Sun, sand, waves, and wind makes them smooth and gray, and that circle was a knot, and it shows where a branch once grew. And so now they're trying to see how good your memory is, and it says, look once, look closely. Can you name these plants and animals? These were the things that we just saw in the book. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then we look again, and after you guess, you can turn the page and see if you were right. Our sea urchin, our herring gull, our barnacles, our crab, sea star, seaweed, and driftwood. So now you know about some more sea creatures. And the one that we're going to talk about today that we didn't see in our book is the octopus. And we're going to make a craft. And it's going to be an octopus, but that's not going to look like this guy.